Hello everyone and welcome into Concave Tarot. My name is Sunny and I am a psychic medium. I am also the creator of the Concave Soul Circle and the Concave Souls interpretation. Therefore, I am the interpreter to the definitive and collective Concave Souls. Here at Concave Tarot, we go deep within. We'll do a little bit of soul searching. We'll do, love reading. We'll do a lot, try to see where it is specifically that we need to get to in the soul space. And then the soul space is the most important space because the soul space has is so intricate and so many layers. And it is imperative that we dive into those areas in order to be able to be relatable to the heart space and the spirit space and the mind. This will be my first video. I'm going to be doing a reading for Taurus. I am a Taurus sun, which is my main energy. I typically will work with the main energy, which is the sun. I do plan on doing some collective readings and doing readings for the other zodiac signs as well. But I thought, how great would it be to just do a reading for Taurus and let that be the first video. If you hear anything that resonates, please do leave a comment. Please like and subscribe if you do find that you find peace and a safe space here at Concave Tarot, because we definitely are wanting to create that space for you. I'm going to light some incense for our raising of the atmosphere. I do believe that incense has the ability to rise what is in the spirit space behind the veil of God and the universe, or whatever you believe your higher power is. The incense allows us to raise our concerns and raise our awareness up into that veil, what's hiding beneath the veil, beyond the moon, and beyond the shadow side. We will be doing a lot of shadow work here with Concave Tarot as well. I just like to smell that. I'll put that in a little vase here. I do have a candle lit so that we can commune with one another and we can receive the energies that we are destined to receive. And with that being said, I won't hold you on for forever, but I am going to be utilizing one of my decks that I created. And you can take a look here. This deck is called the Signature Smile and Me Oracle Deck, arisen from the burial, concave souls and wanting. So we are looking and seeking to identify what our soul and or the definitive collective souls are yearning for. So this is the space of yearn, need, desire, and want. We are looking to locate the main areas that are concerning the spirit space. Spirits, please raise the energy space and allow us to commune with you in the Concave Soul Circle as we intuitively collect and interpret the messages necessary for Taurus at this time. Spirits, we ask for the angelic hosts that they would oversee the interpretations of what we need to hear at this time. And this is for Taurus. This reading is for Taurus. This is Thursday. I believe it is, what day is it today? I don't even know what day it is, you guys. Hold on. Alright guys, I'm back. Thursday, June 29th. I definitely apologize. There's been a lot going on. But amidst that, we are communing with spirits for Taurus. What's happening with Taurus today? Let me make sure that I'm still recording. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm still recording, you all. So, I'm going to pull some cards here. I'm going to be utilizing the Signature Smiling Me deck. I may even use my other deck, one of my other decks, which is entitled Embers of the Veil Augury Deck, Discernment and Flames, which is to my right. If you would like to purchase any of my decks, you can go to, I believe they're on MPC, playingcards.com. And then you would just type in Concave Tarot and you'd be able to pull up whichever deck you'd be interested in looking at and then possibly purchasing. All right, so let's get a good shuffle here on this one. Spirit, what does Taurus need to know from the Concave Soul Circle? What does Taurus need to know? So we had this pop out. So we have the Bull of Heaven, if you can see that card. And the Bull of Heaven is the keeper of all heavenly sacrifices, from the chamber of heavenly hosts, implorer of all divine works within. So what this is telling us here is that we have the angelic hosts. We have the sacrificial Bull of Heaven on our side here, or on the Taurus' side. There have been sacrifices that you have made, and you have paid a heavy price for those sacrifices. So the Bull of Heaven has opened the doors of the chambers of the heavenly hosts. And they are imploring and empowering you to utilize the divine works that you have within. And it's allowing you to enter a new stage from within, which is also speaking to some form of spiritual awakening. Here we also have, here I am, present with thyself. So along with that, coupled with the Bull of Heaven, you are in the process of aligning yourself with the divine. So you are working directly with the divine, whether or not you are consciously or subconsciously doing that. It is happening, and it is the universe letting you know that you have heavenly and divine hosts that are working on your behalf. So let's see what else we have for Taurus from the Concave Souls. Definitive Concave Souls, we ask that you give us the highest message. We ask that you turn the circles of the Concave Soul Wheel. Allow the souls that are in wanting to speak to us about what Taurus needs to know. So what we have here is my heart has become thy footstool. So this card speaks to your romantic life. This speaks to pain that you are facing in a romantic relationship. And by its stating, let me pull that back up just for the energies. What this card means is has become thy footstool. This means and tells me that this is a serious relationship. This is a committed partnership. And it is at a stage of the relationship where you are in a lot of pain based on a lot of resentment, anger, you know, maybe that your partner or your spouse or whoever it is, if it resonates, take it how you will. But this person has caused you a lot of pain, so much so that you believe that your heart has become the footstool. And you feel like you have become, you know, like the doormat or the punching bag. and you don't feel appreciated or valued. Let's take a look over here. So we have divine favor taking and interchanging in this connection and just in your life in general. Let me make sure this is still recording. And so now we want to take a look at the Embers of the Veil, which this is another one of my decks. And I really want to take a look at this one so we can get divine messages from the highest power, the highest cosmic power. That's what we are looking for behind the veil. And this means that the tears that you've shed have never been in vain. Because the tears that you shed, and I'm talking specifically about the power of this deck, the tears that you shed, those have not been in vain. Because God receives those tears behind the veil. And so what God does is he releases the embers of the fire behind the veil in pursuit of giving you back what you've lost. And so I don't know who needs to hear that, but somebody out there right now, as I'm intuitively receiving, needs to hear that. Whatever it is that you've lost, you are about to gain so much more out of this pain that you are facing. What do we have for Taurus? Let's get a shuffle on Embers of the Veil. Spirit guides, angelic hosts, Holy Spirit, please give us messages from the Embers of the Veil Augury deck for Taurus. What do we need to know for Taurus at this time? What do we need to know for Taurus? Let me give this one more good shuffle. What do we need to know for Taurus at this time that's behind the veil? What do we need to know that's behind the surface, behind the moon, behind the stars? What do we need to know for Taurus at this time? Embers of the Veil. What do we need to know? What messages? What do we need to receive? We open up our hearts and our minds at this time to receive for Taurus at this time. Spirit realm, angelic, there's too many. Angelic hosts. What do we need to know at this time for Taurus? Taurus. What do we need to know for Taurus at this time? Taurus at this time. So let's see. I'm going to just turn this around so that you all can see the messages here. I'm going to pick 6 of these. Let me give it one more good shuffle. I'm going to get about 6. And this is not as it relates to, this will be a collective as far as past, current. This is what you need to know, what's happening right now, Taurus. Let's turn that around. So what I'm seeing here, the first card is you're being guided by the wisdom of the first pure. So that means God is, or the universe, or your higher power, you know, I don't want to offend anyone, is you're being guided by the wisdom of the first pure. So that means you have divine counsel, and you're being guided and protected by the angelic hosts, possibly even a deceased loved one, or, you know, deceased friend, or someone, or some friends, or some angelic guides are guiding you through these tough times, because our next card is surviving the times down under. So you have been going through a lot of turbulence. It may be seeming like right now that your life is upside down. You know, you don't know what's coming next. Everything is happening. You know, possibly you've had some debts in the family, or you're having really, really bad relationship problems. Just everything is happening and crumbling. But we have next that the unforeseen is near. So what that is telling us, let me turn this around, is that there are going to be some positive changes happening, some fast, vast changes occurring that are going to move and elevate you out of this surviving the times down under energy, because this is a very low vibrational, dark energy, and it's in between these divine energies. So these are overpowering that darkness, because you have the guidance that you need in order to make it and succeed, and that's going to allow you to come out of these dark times where you're feeling that you need to survive, and then you're going to be stepping into something that's unforeseen. And then next we have the clouds will move me. So that means that the universe will shift and move whatever it is that you are in. It means that there is a definite coming out on top. This is amazing energy right here, that the clouds will move me. So this is guaranteed, Tauruses, that you are stepping into your next season. You are moving out of this dark energy that's been keeping you trapped for so long, you know, and keeping you in a very, very down state of energy and negativity. And no matter how you may be in that space right now where you feel like no matter what you do, and no matter how many times you try, or no matter how many times that you exercise your creativity, or you know, you may be doing a new business venture, or you may be doing anything, you know, you still feel, you know, these energies here, surviving the times down under. Those dark negative energies have been keeping you trapped and down, but this energy surrounding it is pulling you out. That next chord, if we see here in the middle, which is the main energy, in and of a certain thing. So that's coupled here with surviving the times down under. So what that's letting us know is something in particular, and you are going to know what I'm talking about, has been keeping you in this stagnated energy. And it is time, Spirit is saying, for that energy to be released. It's time for it to be released, and it will be released, because this middle energy is being surrounded by amazing, wonderful, positive energy and release. This next card we have talks about scaling and renewing with the passage of thoughts. So that means you are stepping, not only have you been guided to move beyond this dark energy, the unforeseen is near and the clouds moving you to that space. You are now allowing yourself and honing into the ability to articulate your thought processes. You are scaling and renewing with the passage of thoughts. So that means that you are moving out of a negative thought space. Even if something or someone else has been causing you to think and reside in a negative space, you are listening to the guidance. You are stepping into a new version of yourself. You know, it's like coming out of a narcissistic abusive situation, you know, where you enter into that third person phase. Well, or, you know, maybe you're in the third stage or third act of life, you know. And Spirit just told me to talk to those individuals that are in that third act and maybe feeling like, what is there out there left for me? You know, maybe you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s. Spirit told me to talk to that collective of people. There is space for you. Spirit is telling me, Taurus, that there is something you are still called to do here. If you're in the third act of life, there is something and a purpose that you have not made clear and set out to do yet. but you are being guided to release that toxic negative energy that you're telling yourself. Don't allow yourself to bring yourself down any longer, because there is something for you to do and you alone. And we receive that right now, as the Spirit is telling us that. I'm going to now go into the tarot. Actually, no, before I do that, I am going to get some love messages for your person. Whoever it is, they romantic interest. That's what we're looking for. And just see, I'm feeling there may be a lot of you where there is no contact right now. Because I do see here there is a mountain of insurmountable pain coming from this card. But you're present with yourself and you're facing that pain, and you do have God's help and the universe's help with that pain that you're in. I really want to center in on that, and just see what messages that we have from your person. Let's give these a couple shuffles, and we will see what your person has to say. Hopefully my battery doesn't go out. But this will be quick. I'll get a couple. Spirit, what does Taurus's romantic partner have to say right now? Do they need to talk about the pain they've caused? What do we need to know for Taurus? What does Taurus's person want to say to them right now? We ask that you give us a divine message from Taurus's person. What do they have to say to Taurus right now? I'm going to pick about 3 cards, and then we'll get off into the tarot because I don't want to keep you all too long. But what does Taurus